If you're wondering how to close a social media client for your social media marketing agency, this is the video for you, because in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I did to close an $800 a month client. Okay, it's a full, it's no edits, you see the full video of me talking and going through a script and answering objections to sign the social media client, and I did it in one phone call. If that sounds like something that you'd want to learn, this is the video for you, because I'll show you how I just, asked for money, how I overcome their objections, how I found out where they, what their pain points are, and how I could talk to them in a way that will make sense to them. So be sure to like and hit the subscribe button down below. My name is Aaron Mamuyak, and if you like marketing videos like this one, please just follow and all that stuff. So this is a long video, so I'm just going to cut straight to the point. I follow a script that was given to me by Andrew Pavia, so it's not my personal script, the one that you're going to see on the screen. However, I did make certain crucial adjustments that I found that didn't work for me, and that was a little too abrasive for me. So I have a new version of the script on my website. The link is in the description. It is selling for $7, a pop. So if you want to spend $7 for your business, you can. It would help me in my business. I know it'll help you in yours. Or you could just watch the video and make your own, adjustments as you need. Also, this was intended to be a one-call close, but she wanted to go and talk to her husband, and that's what I found most of the time people will do. They very rarely will they close on the call unless you give them a high incentive. So throughout the call, you're going to see me drop my incentives. You're going to see my pricing structure, and then I'm going to make a separate video on the strategy behind all of that. And so be sure to watch this video, take as much notes as you want, but in a separate video, I'm going to break down the psychology of exactly everything that I do, so you can tailor it for your industry, your business, and your niches. Anyway, with that all out of the way, onto the video.
Yeah, I could ask you like a little bit about yourself, how you got into it. Yeah, stuff like that. How'd you start? How long you been in business?
Sure. So the name of our company is, and my husband is actually the teacher, the music teacher. He teaches all the strings instruments, so like violin, viola, cello, bass, and then like also guitar a little bit. He teaches other ones, but we don't really like advertise we teach those, because basically our goal is to have an orchestra of students, of like our intermediate and advanced players. We want them all to be a part of our orchestra. And so we do private lessons, of course.
Mm-hmm.
That's really where we make money. And then we have our orchestra, but eventually we want it to be where our orchestra is the one that really makes the money too. But so my husband's a teacher. We do have a second teacher that teaches just guitar in one of our locations. So we don't have like a physical brick and mortar location. Like, we teach all over the place. It's insane. So we teach in Helotes, which is really close to our house, and we teach out of a church there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we teach on another day of a week. We teach in New Braunfels, another kind of nearby area. And then we teach in Divine, a small town south of us. And like each day of the week is dedicated to like each location. And then my husband also does travel lessons, but we are no longer advertising we do those, because that's like a huge time killer for us.
Mm-hmm.
And we just do travel lessons for people we were already doing it for.
Okay.
And then we also do lessons out of our house on certain days of the week. Well, right now just Fridays and probably Saturday mornings. So that's kind of where we are. So we do private lessons and a group orchestra for intermediate and advanced students for the orchestra.
Okay.
And we're looking to grow all over, and definitely want to bring more guitar students for our guitar teacher, because he's like definitely like, I need more students.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Sounds doable. Sounds like you've got some challenges and stuff like that there, but yeah, sounds doable.
Okay.
So with this call, the way how I like to just structure them is I'll just start off by asking you some more questions about the business, just to get some clarity. And if it sounds like I could help and it sounds like we're a good fit, then I'll explain what I have to offer and how it works. And at the end of the decision, or at the end of the call, you just make a decision of what you want to be a part of it or not.
Sounds good.
Okay. Let's see here. And don't, if you hear clicking, don't mind me. I'm just taking notes just to see, if I could reference back to it.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so tell me what motivated you to take time to schedule a call with me today. Like, I know you want to get more students, but like, what motivates you for, in particular, with your business?
Well, what motivated me to call was that I had posted in that music marketing group some of the like ads I kind of created and like struggling with Facebook accepting the ads. And they were like, you can't put any like text basically in your images. And I was like, but I don't want people bothering me with questions, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I make like flyers and stuff because I'm busy.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
people, even though I always complain nobody reads it anyways, because then they have all the same questions.
Right.
So what kind of motivated me is I need somebody to really capture the eye of that mom that wants music lessons and they've been thinking about it in their back of their head, but they're too busy. So then once I realized, like asking this music marketing group, like, what am I doing wrong? Like, they were just like, oh, you've got to change this. And then they started talking in like that, I don't know, that marketing language where you have to understand like different audiences. I don't know. I can set up an audience, but it's just way over my head, and I don't want to learn any of that, honestly. Right. I don't want to learn about SEO. I don't want to know any of that. That's not my department.
Yep.
And so, anyways, that's kind of what motivated me. Like, I think it's time for, if we're going to grow, I need to delegate this to somebody else. And what motivated us to start all this was my husband just loves to teach. Like, he is an amazing teacher. I don't teach at all. I actually am a bookkeeper, and I do bookkeeping from home, and help him with organizing, scheduling, and do all the operations behind the business.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like we make a pretty good team, but marketing is kind of like just one of those things that fell off the wayside.
Gotcha.
And we suck at.
Yeah.
And we're like 3 years into this like orchestra,
mm-hmm.
and I feel like we should have maybe grown more, but it's like we don't market like we should.
All right.
So everything's like word of mouth. We're probably at about 50 or 60 students, but we've been like that. Like, we started with maybe 45 to 50 students, and we're still at like 50 to 60. Like,
3 years
we
later.
haven't grown exponentially.
Gotcha. Okay. And what have you tried to do to fix this student growth? Like, have you tried anything else? What kind of marketing have you done in the past?
As far as marketing, I mean, I've made like flyers, and I've done like lots of Facebook or some Instagram posts. I try to stay active on the social media, but I just don't feel like I'm capturing all students' eyes, and I'm staying in front of their like whatever you want to call it, in their line of sight, but I'm not capturing any new students.
Okay.
So I don't know, like, I started messing with it. We've kind of run some Facebook ads, but they don't really end anywhere, you know?
Okay.
And then, of course, I redesigned our website in Squarespace.
Okay.
Because I did use Muse, and that was really hard. And it was a pretty good website, considering I had no expertise. But Squarespace is just easier to use. And I mean, of course, I spend a lot of time on the website, but it's always used a Facebook. And I don't even feel like a lot of people really look at your websites anymore. They just want instant answers.
Yeah.
So they'll text you or they'll call you with all the information that's right there.
Yeah.
You'd rather you just tell them.
Yeah.
So I don't really know. It's all kind of like over my head, like how to kind of clear up some of that stuff. And I mean, I understand you got to build a relationship and all that. So I understand people are going to call and stuff like that. And I'm also looking into, what is it, Zipwhip?
Okay.
That text tool that kind of like helps you text everybody and keep them in the loop. Because we were using, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, the Remind app to communicate with people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just not very effective. Like the Remind app, it sometimes gets the text through, but sometimes it doesn't. It's very confusing.
Yeah.
So that's why I was looking for something reliable.
A lot of my schools use ZipWhip just for client or student management and stuff like that. So I'm very familiar.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
So, what's you said your school is known for more of the orchestra classes, right?
So basically our biggest goal is we want to grow the orchestra with intermediate and advanced students. So we used to have a beginning group class where there's just beginning students, but where we had a big gap in the school, like, how do I say it? So we dropped the beginning class this year, which seems like maybe dumb, I don't know. We haven't figured it out yet. But what would happen in these beginning classes of students at the beginning of the school year, you have, I don't know, maybe 8 kids or something in this class. And by the middle or the end of the school year, you drop down to 3 because either they decided they're not interested, or it gets too hard, or it's too easy because a group class moves at the pace of the students. And so you have some students who will practice and some students that just won't. So in the intermediate and advanced levels, you don't really have that problem.
Okay.
Where kids aren't practicing as much.
So where are those students coming from? Are they growing up in the beginning classes, or are you just finding them?
Some we find, some are converted from like private lessons.
Yeah.
Or some do both private and group. Our only problem now is like our issue with our company is since we cut the beginning class, we're not growing new kids anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in that mass amount. I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like what I've seen works best is to run Facebook ads or campaign ads to a wide audience, people who just want to learn music. And then from there, people really want to scale them from the private lessons or beginners classes to intermediate classes. So I've done like rock bands. I've done one of the other orchestra ads, but and group classes and stuff like that. And that's what I've seen what works. It's very difficult to grow from the middle, from getting to the advanced people, because they're most likely already part of something. But if you get them from the beginning, and then you grow them into it, you're looking at, like a year or so, depending on how good they are or how comfortable they feel. And that's where you'll find your best long-term longevity students. Okay. So just for...
we're okay with that, but then the second part is because of the time slots that we offer these group classes, and because we have so many locations, the next hiccup in our thing is we don't have any other, like it's just Frank, my husband, and I don't teach him, I don't even play an instrument. And we have the guitar teacher, but our group classes are offered in the evening. And so most beginners want to take classes in the evenings as well, which is fine. But once that group class starts, then our time is limited,
Yeah.
So we've actually been pretty lucky because we somehow got into the homeschool community. And so we have a lot of like homeschool students. So we'd love to like really push that, because then you could really get into like that.
Yeah, I guess
it opens your day up.
It's hard to tell because I don't know the distance, because you're dealing with multiple locations, and that's the big challenge here. That's the really big challenge, because then you need multiple people in different locations. Would be the best bet, in my opinion, so you don't lose any of that clientele.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's time to find that teacher that can complement Frank.
If you increase the students in every location, then you'll just get a teacher and dedicate them to that location. That to me, that's what seems to work best, especially with my schools in multiple locations. So, and I don't know how the distance is.
We can do that. We would totally be happy to do that. But I guess our issue is we brought on a really great teacher last year, and she left us right away because we couldn't bring her the students.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. Don't worry about the students. I mean, I'll take care of that. That's no problem. I'm just
So I
thinking.
just felt like so embarrassed, and so we're so scared to like grab another teacher because I mean,
well,
the music community isn't that big.
Yeah.
People talk.
Well, we got to grow it. We got to grow it, and it's a good thing because yeah. I mean, I'm super excited for what you have here. It sounds good. What's your pricing like for like very entry
we
level?
charge $25 for 30 minutes.
Really?
$35 for 45 minutes, and $50 for an hour.
Okay,
and
so
then we also. Okay, go ahead.
We got $35 for 45 minutes, 25 for 30 minutes, and 55 for an hour.
50 for an hour.
Oh, sorry, 50 for an hour. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
And then we also offer, sometimes there's like a pair of siblings that are close in age or friends, and we'll offer like a combined lesson rate. And so you just add $10 to each of those price points. And so like two people can take a private lesson basically together.
Okay.
And so it becomes like 35, 55, 65, or 60 or something like that. 35, 45, 60.
Okay.
And then for the group classes, we only charge $60 a month. And that's it.
How much? 50 or 60?
60.
60. Wow.
And there's not even like registration fees or anything like that.
No.
Because we had competition and we actually just drove them out of the market. So we were kind of in like a price war with them.
Love it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, are your orchestra?
So they actually left the market now, but we had already like started our year, so we can't like. Our goal is next year when we start advertising is to up that price to like I don't know 70 a year or 70 a month. Yeah.
Are your so? Wow, these are the lowest rates I've ever seen, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed.
No.
We're like, so we started just because my husband loves to teach. Like he was working at a barbecue joint and he was teaching on the side, and we just kept growing and growing, and more and more people just kind of kept coming out of the woodwork. And he's been teaching for I don't know, like 10 or 15, probably 15 years now. And I mean, he just loves it, and he's really good at it. So it kind of grew organically, but then 3 years ago we started the orchestra in 2016.
Yeah.
And I know we probably do need to work on our rates for sure.
What city are you in again?
San Antonio, Texas.
That's a big city, right?
Most rates are around 30.
That's a big city, right? San Antonio?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are way market underpriced for sure.
Well, I've looked up like some local places, and they're normally about 30 per lesson.
Wow. Let me check my numbers here. How many lessons do you give a week?
I don't know even. Right now I think like 25 to 30.
I mean, sorry, for one student.
Oh, what do you mean?
Like, do they take one 30-minute session a week, or do they take? Because the way most schools price it, they price them in. If I say how many students do you have, the reaction is, okay, they sell in 30-minute increments. Okay, so I don't know of anyone who sells in 45-minute increments. So it's so it's either 30 minutes or an hour, right? And what that does, it helps different schools really plan and adjust of like, okay, there's less options, which is a good thing for schools. So that might be something that you might want to consider, because that's just
I see what you mean.
Really standard rates right there. So, and what they do is they sell for the month, which is great. They don't sell by the lesson, and the reason why is because then they lock in for the month, and it's very predictable. So that's why I asked if you start at like $30, like say for 1 week, that's one lesson, right? Or sorry, what's your $25 a lesson for a 30-minute lesson, times 4, you're selling at $100 a month, and that's the terms most schools talk in. So if I say you've got one student bringing $100 a month, we understand that that one student has 4 lessons, 1 lesson a week at $25. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I see.
So
I don't even know the answer to that.
Yeah, so it's very difficult, and we might have to visit your pricing structure, because it's extremely difficult to for any predictable growth and budgeting. And I'm not sure if you've experienced this, because you don't know if someone's going to pay for 3 lessons a month or 8 lessons in a month, and that skews your whole month. Rather just having just one price, and then if they miss a lesson, it doesn't matter. I mean, you lost a month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's something that you really should consider, just for your sanity, and it really helps with bookkeeping. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you're doing with this kind of pricing structure. I've just never seen it before, but that is what I've found is what's pretty standard. So I've never seen a 45
I've heard that
minute.
too, but then I hear people, we don't do like, I don't know. I mean, I think we do something backwards just over the years.
Well, it's cool.
You're learning, but like,
Yeah,
I guess
mean,
one
like
of our things is we do it a la carte like that because for us it's kind of been easier, because basically if they cancel 24 hours in advance, whatever, it's gone. You know, like we don't charge them, whatever. But if they still have the lesson, or if they don't cancel in time, we just started charging them for the lesson anyway. And so that's new. We're slowly trying to convert over to be like better about everything. And I guess what I hear so many people like talking about, complaining about, having issues with is makeup lessons. And the last thing I want on my plate is managing people's makeup lessons, because they're like, well, I paid for the month. I deserve that, you know?
Yeah,
and so that's why we've always kind of done this a la carte way.
Okay, I mean,
because then I don't want to go into that department of having to manage makeup.
Yeah, and I don't know what your attrition is. I don't know how many times someone cancels on you. So
yeah, we really haven't had issues with it.
Okay, good.
But like most people are pretty good about it.
Okay.
But we're also transitioning from a lot of travel lessons where we go to the student, which is pretty easy to keep that lesson whenever somebody's showing up at your door.
Yeah.
To now they have to go somewhere. So we do see like that changing a little bit.
Yeah. Are your travel
canceling more?
Are your travel lessons, are those a different price?
No. Oh my gosh. I know. Please don't yell at me or judge me. No, they aren't. But in 2020, we really want to phase those out.
Yeah.
So our goal is to say, hey, like in November, I'm going to send out a notice saying, hey guys, effective 2020, travel lessons are not this rate, and it's going to go up pretty significantly because we love those students. We don't want them to leave us, but we also can't afford to keep driving all over the place for free.
Yeah, that eats up your costs like a bunch of not just gas, but the time. Yeah.
And you would just like cringe if you knew how much my husband is sent all over San Antonio.
Yeah.
You would just be like, wait, so he drives an hour for 30 minutes? What?
Yeah.
And you're like, it's horrible. And we have cleaned up a lot of that. But like, my husband, I wasn't even really part of this like lesson planning and stuff until about 3 years ago. So he was like giving stuff away. Like, this is his fault. I'm just going to blame it all on him. That I'm the one that's getting stricter. Yeah. And he's the bad one.
No, there's no bad or good. It's just, I can tell you guys have a big heart for your students. That's what it says.
We do.
Yeah.
It's a good and bad thing.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, let's wind this thing down here. So your ideal customer is probably, standard, right? Moms with kids 5 to 11. Is that pretty much it?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. And lifetime value of your customer, it looks like it's pretty low. Industry standard's about $2,000, but let's try to figure this out here. So let's see. How many lessons does a kid have? Sorry, I didn't ask you this. A week.
How many
Yeah.
a week?
Yeah.
Just one a week.
Okay, yeah, like I thought. So it's 4 times a month. So if you're charging, and how long are those things? 25 minutes or 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or 50 or 60? Or not?
It varies.
What's the average? Like, can we just say most of them are 30?
Yeah.
Okay. That means you're making $100 a month, right? Per kid on average.
Yeah.
Okay. So most kids stay for about 8 months, 8 to 10 months is what I found. How long do yours stay?
Oh man, I would say most kids stay a lot longer than that.
Oh, great. Oh, it's probably because of the low price. So
Yeah, I would stay with us too.
So how long is your average?
Uh,
A year, 2 years?
at least 2 years.
Okay.
Most of our kids have been with us since they were little babies.
So we times that by, let's say, 24, right? So you take $100, $100 a month times 24 months, which is 2 years. That's your average lifetime value is $2,400. Does that make sense? How much if you get one student that'll stay with you for 2 years, you'll make $2,400 off of that student.
Okay.
Gross. So without expenses, okay. And that's for your information. All right, so you could now it's helpful to plan like, okay, each one of these students is worth $2,400 for me over the long run for 2 years. They could be worth more because they buy instruments or they scale into something else. They get more. This is just an average. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So that means that you should, and if we're going off of like $100 a month, that means your prices or the amount of students you have should be like the cost per getting a student should be less than $100 basically.
The cost for what?
The cost for like any marketing budget you have you should take this into consideration. Okay.
Okay.
So how are you getting students currently?
Just word of mouth, mainly.
Okay. And what's your budget for marketing?
We've never really had a budget.
Okay. You don't do any advertising?
No, like I said, every time I do an advertising, I get flagged right away, like for too much text, and then I just kind of give up.
Okay. All right. And I don't assume, do you have a set process in place to get customers? Like, do you have like a referral program or like every month we're gonna go out to this venue, or do you have like a process in place, like a plan?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean.
Okay, no problem.
Maybe I don't completely understand the question.
Yeah. So some of my schools, they'll say, all right, our plan is every month we're going to hit one venue and we're going to buy a table and we're just going to, try to talk to everybody.
Oh, like networking type of stuff?
Yeah, like a plan. Like we do these things every month to get new students.
We play in the community a lot.
Okay.
So
there we go.
Whether it is, I don't know, whether it's like at a nursing home or whatever, we bring our kids somewhere, like a festival, community thing.
Yeah.
We do that like at least probably once a month.
Okay.
Hello? And then also for free advertising.
Yeah.
And I did join a chamber of commerce, but they never cashed the check, so I don't really know what happened there.
Are you comfortable with this style of getting, relying on this style of getting customers?
Not really. It's not working.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I like performing.
Yeah.
But I know we need to improve.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that's where you come in.
Yeah. Hopefully. Let's just I got a couple more questions here. Where would you want your business to be in 12 months? What's the goal line here?
I want our schedule to be so much more full. I would like to add at least 2 students to each location in the orchestra and not lose any students in the orchestra. And I want to fill up. I want to fill up our schedule, and I want to fill up our guitar teacher schedule. He's a good teacher. We don't want him to go. And possibly in 12 months have a second amazing violin teacher that can help with bringing on beginning students. Because kind of for us, this is our make it or break it year. We either got to figure things out or we got to pull the plug.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Sounds good. I'm really excited about this.
Me too.
Okay. So just so what? Give me a number here. So you said 2 students in every in a new location. How many locations are there again?
3. The Vine. And I'm talking about the group orchestra, which those students are harder to find because you're only looking for intermediate and advanced.
Yeah, they're very hard to find. How about new students?
New students, I would like at least. I would like a lot, but I would like at least 10 to fill up because we started offering lessons pretty consistently here in our house. And I would like to fill up our house lessons because we don't have to go anywhere. We don't have any overhead to rent anywhere else.
Exactly.
It's great.
Yeah, that's great. No problem. We could.
And
do
we have
that.
a big setup, and might as well use it.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, that's no problem at all. 10 students. We'll do that.
Yeah, I just always have struggled with advertising at our house because I don't want the world to know where we live.
No problem. We could take care of that. It's easy. Okay, cool. Well, I could definitely help with that. Would you want me to tell you how I would, or what I would do?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my area of expertise is driving students to local businesses, and I focus mainly on new students because it's the wider range. It's an easier market, and I typically work with music schools. I've worked with everything. I don't know if you've seen my reviews, but I work with everyone. But I focus primarily on schools, namely music schools and preschools, because they're just so easy.
Okay. I like your easy.
Yeah, simple, and it's difficult for others. It's simple and easy for me. So I would work with you to create something to get your prospect interested, your mom's interested, and then I market that offer through Facebook to your ideal customer and drive them like a lead into what I call a funnel. And I know I'm trying to steer away from marketing jargon. It's basically a website that's optimized for getting their name, email, and phone number, so that you can book an appointment with them. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So you would help us in that funnel process, our website or whatever. I don't know.
Yep. I would make it all. I'd do it all. You wouldn't. The whole marketing arm of your business would be handled by me. You wouldn't have to deal with any of it.
Oh, that sounds good.
You would know. You would know everything that's happening, but you just wouldn't have to deal with any of the learning curve or anything like that. Yeah. And so my managing my program fee is $300 a month. Okay.
350.
300 a month.
Okay.
That plus a small advertising budget. Okay. That's so you have to spend money towards Facebook, and then it's a setup fee of $500. But I found that those people who like to make decisions quickly always turn out to be the best clients, and we do amazing work for them. So for that reason, I have something called the incentive-based pricing, where if you make a decision with me, like today, I'll waive the fee of setup fee of $500. I'll take it out of my pocket and give it to you as long as you give me a video testimonial after I blow up your school.
Okay.
Okay, so And that's my pricing structure. And I only do that because I want to get started on things right away. People that, it takes a while, I'm just going to move on to the next school.
Right.
Yeah. So, but here's the best part about it, is if I don't deliver, let's say 30 customer opportunities and this is depending on how much you want to spend in the first month. If you're not happy, I'll return the money to you for the first month. I mean, it is like zero risk for the first month.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay.
I guess I have a couple questions. So would you, other than just like driving those advertisements, do you ever like post to social media on our behalf?
No, I would. The only ones I would do is your advertisements.
Okay, and then before you automatically post, do you say, "Hey, does this look okay?" or "Is this what you're wanting?" or anything like that?
Oh, I would post only for, and I hope you don't take this the wrong way. I know what works, but I don't post for approval. I post so that we collaborate. So that's like if I'm saying something that is a little off, and I'm going to send it to you so you could tell me if it's off or whatever. But yeah, I post what I know works. I hope it's
okay. That's just what I want to make sure that you're not like music lessons and then there's like a piano in the background or something.
No,
or, I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah, that's
so nothing accidentally goes out. That,
yeah, 100%.
Then I have calls like, "Hey, we want those ukulele, whatever."
Yeah.
that word. And we're like, "Oh, sorry."
Yeah, no.
Okay, I just want to make sure that.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you offer anything where you kind of help in the social media presence, or?
Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely.
Okay, maybe that's something we can look at and explore down the line.
Of course, yeah.
Because I do mediocre, but I'm like off and on.
Okay.
Like I'll post and then I'll forget for a month and then post again.
Yeah.
It's just really scattered.
Yeah, I totally understand.
And I try to use Instagram, but it's not natural to me.
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah, totally understand. This is the bread and butter of our business. I've got different programs that I use. Like, for instance, I train like most people have a front desk and like a sales team, so I train them. Customer relationship program, I have that, and social media program, I have that too, like a reputation management.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
like I said,
is this a good number to reach you at?
Yeah, this is my personal cell phone.
Oh, can I talk to my husband for a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to let you know that I only offer this the $500 waive. If it's made today, if you make a decision to me today, and if you promise a video testimonial in a month.
Okay, and then what would the next step be?
I'll send you an invoice. I'll send you two things: an invoice and a DocuSign, so you could sign it, and then fill the invoice, and then I'll need access to your Facebook page. I line this out in my emails, and so I send those out, and then I'll just get started.
Cool. Yeah. And then would that include like looking at our website and stuff, like so you know that we're capturing what you're looking for?
Oh yeah, I'm looking at your website, for sure.
Okay. Would you go into like Squarespace and fix some of the stuff that you want to fix, or would you just have to do it?
No, I wouldn't do that. I create my own stuff for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well let me talk to my husband. He's getting home from lessons here in a little bit for a little break, and I will call you back either way.
Yeah, let me send you the proposal so you have something to kind of like look at.
Okay.
And then let's see. Is this a good email for you?
The fmstudiostx@outlook.com.
Okay. Let's see here. Let me just make sure I got it correctly here. Yep. Okay, no problem.
Awesome. And I'm sorry, I should know your name. What was your name?
My name's Aaron.
Aaron. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, I will be in touch.
Awesome. I'll send this over right now.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
So I hope you enjoyed that. What happened after that was they called me later that evening, and then we signed and closed them, money in hand, Stripe account invoice fulfilled. And so I had that client for maybe well over a year now. So it was a really good relationship. Anyway, if you want more videos like this, be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and share this video, and I will see you in the next one.